Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, please subscribe. I'd really love that. If you're returning, how you doing? You know, there are things that you just don't touch, especially when it comes to our groceries. And one of them are bananas. I love bananas. I absolutely adore bananas. I wish I could eat more bananas. But anyway, there is a Bill Gates backed GMO banana that withstand Panama disease and is being considered for sale to the public. What are they? Fake bananas? Food Standards in Australia has called for comment on the genetically modified fruit. It's a disease-resistant Australian Cavendish banana known as QCAV4. This banana variety, genetically altered withstand tropical race 4 disease, aka Panama disease, is currently under consideration for commercial cultivation by Queensland University of Technology. And, it's just not something I think I would want to eat. Dr. Sandra Cuthbert, she is the CEO of Food Standards in Australia, New Zealand. She emphasized in a recent press release that it approved products derived from this genetically modified banana will be authorized for sale in Australia. Dear Lord. These products may include fresh fruit, dry or frozen bananas, banana pulp, which is all required to be labeled as genetically modified to empower consumers to make informed choices. Now, the creation of this banana, I can't even believe I'm even saying that. The creation of this banana variety, it stems from the efforts of Professor James Dale of the Queensland University of Technology, who led QCAV4's development with his team. He is devoted 2 decades of modifying bananas. Do you have nothing else to do with your life than to sit there and say to yourself, how can I change a banana? Leave it alone, all right? This was initially supported by a substantial grant of around $10 million from the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation in 2014. He always has his hands, sticky fingers and everything, especially when it comes to our food supply, and it's making me nuts. Their biofortification project aimed to address vitamin A deficiency in African populations by introducing GMO bananas in countries like Uganda. Now, there's questions. Okay, a lot of questions. This initiative has sparked controversy, particularly in Uganda, where individuals like Bridget Mugambi, who is a campaigner with the Alliance for Food Sovereignty in Africa, and she even questioned the necessity for GMO vitamin A rich bananas. She declared what is eluding the Gates Foundation is the existence of a diverse alternative sources of vitamin-rich A foods that are easily planted and readily available in Uganda. The need for this vitamin A-rich GM banana is clearly assumed and may sadly end up destroying a food that is at the very core of our social fabric. Now, Ugandan political officials, such as Nsaba Butaro and Joy Wako, are actively pushing against the introduction of GMOs, citing concerns about food sovereignty, environmental consequences, and likening GMOs to a form of colonization that could jeopardize traditional agriculture and local ecosystems. They said, food is where we as Africans still have some degree of sovereignty. But the moment they take that away, we're finished. Now, these GMOs are not sustainable with the traditional seeds because they spoil the soil. You have to use pesticides to give your farm some good yields. Now, the insertion of genes from a Papua, and that's Papua, New Guinean banana, into the GMO banana destined for Uganda has drawn a lot of criticism for potential biospiracy, as the indigenous communities were neither consulted nor benefited from its use in the GMO project. And critics have also pointed out that the numerous beta-carotene-rich banana cultivars already exist globally, calling into question the necessity of introducing a genetically modified variety. Is nothing safe from GMOs? It's just a question. So additionally, concerns about the susceptibility of Cavendish bananas to diseases and the potential heavy use of chemicals to protect the crop have been raised. And the current project of the GMO, I can't even believe I'm saying this, banana with the antibiotic marker gene raises questions such as, if there were a commercial monoculture of Cavendish bananas and a future tropical race 5 diseases appeared, what would actually happen? Well, the tropical race 4 disease has existed in the soil for thousands of years, but when banana companies planted uniformed fields of Cavendish in Asia 20 years ago, they unleashed the disease. It was stated that there are no immediate plans to commercialize the GMO banana because tropical race 4 disease is being effectively managed within Australia. If this disease gets going in Australia, like it did in the Philippines, we've got a banana in the back pocket and we'll be able to pull it out, they said. Wow. So this debate extends beyond Uganda, encompassing concerns about the broader implications of GMOs, including the development of superweeds, increased pesticide use, and the dominance of a few corporations in the GMO seed market. Now, opposition groups underscore the potential risks associated with GMOs, such as antibiotic resistance, health issues, environmental contamination, and corporate control over agricultural practices. Now, while the advocates argue that GMOs offer improved food quality, easier cultivation, enhanced yields, and reduced reliance on chemicals, the potential risks and consequences associated with the GMO cultivation are under close scrutiny by the gene technology regulator. And this regulatory body is examining the environmental and human health risks associated with commercializing QCAV4 bananas. A risk management plan has been developed and published in line with the regulatory risk analysis framework. I'm shook. What's next? They've already done this to our meats. Now they're hitting bananas. And you know it's not just in Uganda. It's going to be worldwide. What's next? Seriously. So what do we do before this happens? Buy all the bananas that you could possibly get your hands on and preserve them? It's insane. And it's also a lot of money. I just don't know. I don't have answers, because I never would have thought in a million years that I would ever see anything like this, ever. Wow. All right, guys, I'm out of here, okay? I will see you in the next one. You stay safe, you stay positive, you keep prepping, and as always, fear less. Ciao.